Started it, okay. So today we will discuss one new topic. We'll discuss about intercompany transactions today. So just go to a new page. Intercompany accounting or transactions, anything. So let it be intercompany accounting. So does anybody have any idea about what is intercompany accounting?
Within an organization, there might be two or three or more legal entities.
Okay.
Transactions happen between the two companies, two legal
Okay.
entities.
Okay. So exactly, it is right. So when you look into the perspective of an organization, you will definitely have more than one legal entity. So mostly you will have more than one legal entities. So in that case, if you want to transfer some funds from one company to another company or record a transaction which involves the accounts of both the legal entities, both the companies. So that process is called intercompany accounting. So in order to do an intercompany transaction or to transfer some funds from this account of one company to another company, we need to have a intercompany relationship configured between those two legal entities. So it's compulsory that we need to have an intercompany relationship configured between those two companies. So that will be the first step that we will learn today. So before we configure the intercompany relationship, I want all of you to be very clear about what is an intercompany accounting. So we have a legal entity, right? MRF that we have created. So I also have another legal entity called USMF. So which I already have. So I want to transfer some funds from MRF to USMF. MRF legal entity. Until now we have done accounting within single company. We have paid the rent of our own MRF company. We use the rent expense account of MRF company and cash account of MRF company. In the same way, what are the transactions we have done? The account and offset accounts are always belonging to a single company. But today, what we will learn is doing intercompany accounting or transfer of funds from one company to another company. We use account of one company and offset account of other company. So that's what we call as intercompany accounting. Suppose somebody is asking something. Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. So in USMF, they need some funds, so they want to pay the rent expenses of USMF company. Okay, but they don't have enough money to pay the rent expenses. So they'll borrow some money from MRF or they'll ask this legal entity because they have some good amount of cash in their cash account. So they ask MRF company to pay the cash to the cash for their rent expenses or to meet the rent expenses of USMF. So at that situation or in that kind of example, we can record a transaction where we can use the rent expense account of USMF for debiting and cash account of MRF for crediting. Right. So normally when we post any entry for rent expenses, so rent expenses will be debited since all the expenses are always debited, and since cash is going out, cash account will be credited. So this is the usual entry when we pay rent. But here the rent expense account belongs to USMF and the cash account will belongs to MRF. So, like that. We will post an entry like this. So if we have to post that entry, we need to create a reciprocal relation. I mean the intercompany relationship between two companies, and I'll show you how to create it. Okay. In this case, if I look into the example, if I post such an entry, so this is not a balanced entry. Actually, for voucher, it will be balanced. But coming to legal entity accounts, only one account of the legal entity is getting credited. Then no other account is getting debited, right? So there will be automatically an account will get debited for opposite to cash account in MRF company. As well for rent expenses, there will be another account that will be credited in USMF opposite to the rent expense account. So generally when we look an entry, this rent expenses account will be debited in their company, and intercompany payables account will be credited in USMF, indicating that they are liable to pay some intercompany payables to another company. So then in this company, in MRF, generally cash account is created, right? So along with cash account, intercompany receivables account will be debited. So indicating that somebody is liable to pay, or we are liable to receive some amount from the other company. Call it as USMF company, suppose. So from that company we are liable to receive some amount. So this will be the final entries in both the legal entities. Normally while we create transaction we use these two only, rent account of USMF and cash account of MRF. We use this only, but these two accounts will automatically appear in order to balance the accounting in both the legal entities. Okay, so this is how it will be recorded in both the legal entities in USMF and MRF. So why it is showing intercompany payables means they have to repay it, right, to MRF some sooner or later. So they are just borrowing it, unlike from normal company they are borrowing it from MRF company. So it's the same way that it will be recorded as payable or a liability, so that they have to repay it. In the same, when it comes to the MRF company, cash account is getting declines, or we are giving some money to others. So which means like they will become our debitors. They have to return it, right? So we will record it as intercompany receivables, which is also an asset account. So debitors or receivables is always a asset account, so that will be debited, which means it shows that we have to receive some amount from the other side or from another person or another company, like that. So so these accounts or these vouchers in other, I mean the individual legal entities will get automatically posted once we configure the relationship between intercompany. So for that, now we will go and configure the intercompany relationship between MRF and USMF. Okay, so clear guys, this example, everyone? We'll practically try to apply the same example once we create transactions. Okay, fine. I'll demonstrate or explain you this example once again once we use the same here. So here I'm going to MRF. Okay, and I'll just duplicate this tab where I'll open USMF for you. There is some requirement that has to prerequisites that has to be done to configure the liability. I mean to configure the relationship between intercompany relationship between two companies. So in my MRF here, I'll go and create two accounts first, the intercompany accounts. So I'm in MRF. How to create a main account? Anyone?
Go to chart of accounts,
Okay.
general ledger, chart of accounts.
General
Under
ledger,
that,
chart of accounts, and
under that, there is a main accounts. Chart of
so
account, accounts,
accounts
main
and
accounts.
my accounts. Thank you, Susila. And we can create two accounts here in our legal entity. Okay. So I'm creating an account as intercompany payable and intercompany receivable. Both the accounts I'm creating in my legal entity. So here I'm creating intercompany payable account. Payable account is always a liability account, right? So I'll create it in two series. So company payable between MRF and USMF. So I'll create an account like this. Okay, intercompany payable between MRF and USMF, and it's a liability account, right? So I'm giving liability here. Save it. Okay, then I'll create one more new. So here I'll give another one. Okay, just give another one. 2 lakh 2, which is a intercompany payable between MRF to another legal entity I'm creating. Okay, MRF to ADS. Okay, two legal entities. I'm creating two intercompany payable accounts. I'll also create two intercompany receivable accounts. So receivables is always asset, right? So it will be one series. So I'll go for 1 lakh 7 intercompany receivables between MRF and USMF. Okay, it is a asset account. I'm giving it as an asset account. Right, I'll create one more, which we'll call it as 1 lakh 8 company receivables between MRF to ADS. So there are intercompany payable accounts as well as intercompany receivable accounts I have created. So I created 4 accounts, 2 for receivables and 2 for payables. So did I give this properly? Asset account I gave. Okay, I should give this as asset account. I'm sorry. Intercompany receivables are asset accounts. Let me check payables. Did I? Okay, let me check payables liability. Okay, for this I forgot to give liability. I think for this liability. Okay, so both the payables, intercompany payable accounts are liabilities, and both the intercompany receivable accounts are assets. Okay, so I have created 4 accounts in this legal entity MRF. Clear until here? Why? I'll
Sir,
tell you why we have created. Yeah, sure.
sir, you forgot it as a MRF USFM for
I
assets.
I created it. Is not showing up. I'll show you. It's a refresh issue actually. I'll go back and come back to main accounts. You can see it. See, 2 intercompany receivables and 2 intercompany payable. Okay.
If we not get any time, we can refresh now, sir.
Yeah, you can refresh, or you can just close the form and open it once again. Okay.
Okay.
So for others, clear, right? Until here, what we have created.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Perfect then. So then we also have to ensure that we have the same kind of accounts created in USMF, maybe with different numbers. So in other legal entities also, if we have the same accounts, then it would be better. Or if we have different accounts, then also okay, we can use it. Let's see. In USMF, we will create 2 accounts. Okay, intercompany payables and receivables. In ADS, I'm not creating. We have some accounts. We'll use them. Okay. So I'm in USMF, as you can see. Again, I'm going to general ledger, main accounts only. Okay, accounts and main accounts. Here I have a lot of main accounts actually in this chart of accounts. I have a lot of intercompany accounts. Not sure which. I mean, they have this 13 series for intercompany. Intercompany 13100, right? So I'll go for 133, 133, 111, 133, 1. Okay, I'll just create new. Give this number and I'll call 133, 111. So I'll give the same name actually. Intercompany receivables MRF to USMF, right? So I'll just give it here on it. So it is a asset account. So I am saving this. Okay, I'll also create a liability account here. So I'm going here. I'll just give some random number 23311. Intercompany payables between MRF to USMF, right? I'm just copying it. Just give it here. USMF to MRF. So I have two accounts now in USMF also. One intercompany payable account and another one intercompany. I mean, I have to give the liability, right? I'm sorry. One intercompany payable account, one intercompany receivable account I also have in USMF. So now I'll go and create a relationship between uh, both the legal entities. But before that, we also have one more step. We have to create a unique journal for intercompany transactions. Normally, there is no need to create a unique journal, but they'll create a unique journal such that whenever they see the voucher number and the pattern of the voucher, they can understand that it is an intercompany transaction. So to create a journal, what is the navigation? Create a journal name.
General ledger.
Okay. General ledger.
Uh, journal. Journal setup.
Okay. Journal setup and
Journal
journal
names.
names. So I'm going to journal names in MRF legal entity. Okay. I'm going to create a new journal name. So I'll create a new journal name. Call this as intercompany. Intercompany. So it's not allowing more characters. So I'll just give it like this. Intercompany. Journal. So I just gave it as here intercompany journal. So the journal type I'm giving is daily only. Okay. For intercompany journals, we don't have any specific journal name. Normally, I'm giving daily only. Okay. In order, if you want to go use intercompany journals in various areas like vendor payments, customer payments, you can create the same. You can give the same that journal type for those situations like vendor payment, vendor disbursement, customer payment. We have journal types like that. So you can give the same for those intercompany journals. So this is for regular intercompany journal, which I use in general ledger. So I'm giving it as daily. Okay. Then we have to give voucher series, right? So I'll right click here on the arrow mark, go to view details, create a unique voucher series for voucher for intercompany, click new, give a number sequence, intercompany. This, just copy the same, paste it here, then select the scope as company, company name MRF. Then I will remove this segment and I'll give the same here intercompany journal. I'll go for six alphanumerics, come down, remove 3 here even, give it as continuous and save it. Okay, now record is created. Close this, go back and give the same here in the journal name as intercompany journal. Okay, so we have also created a unique voucher pattern for the intercompany journal. So until here it is clear, right? We have created few main accounts and a journal, which we have all previously done, but this time we have done this for a situation of intercompany. So we will see the configuration. Okay. Now, in order to create an intercompany relation between two legal entities, we have to go to general ledger. Under general ledger, we have posting setup, the last menu. Under posting setup, yesterday we have discussed, right, accounts for automated transactions. Under that, we have intercompany accounting. Here, general ledger, posting setup, intercompany accounting. If I click on intercompany accounting, here general ledger, posting setup, and intercompany accounting. Here I'll click on intercompany accounting. It's a global form actually. You can see there are already relations created between intercompany relations created between few legal entities. Okay, so but our agenda is to create intercompany relation between MRF to USMF and MRF to ADS, which we will do now. Okay, so to create a intercompany relationship between two legal entities, you have to click here on new. Once you click on new, it will ask you, it will give you two menus. One is for originating company, another one is for destination company. What is originating and what is a destination company? So whatever company you are recording the journal is called as originating company. So the second company that you are using, right? So in recording that journal, so that is called as destination company. Suppose in the previous example, I am recording this transaction in MRF company only, MRF legal entity only. So if I am recording transaction in MRF legal entity, it will be MRF will be the originating company. From there, the transaction is being started, and the amount is being also transferred to or another company is included, right? So that company is called as destination company. In the same way, if I create a transaction in USMF, intercompany transaction from USMF and post it in USMF, so the accounting effects will anyway be in the other company also, the whatever the second company that we use. In that example, USMF is called originating company, the other company is called destination company. So from where you are posting the journal or the original journal is called as originating company. Okay. So actually we will give both originating and destinating. We will also give reciprocal relationship as well. So I'll show you how we can do that. So first I'm selecting originating company as MRF. Okay. Okay, I'm selecting originating company as MRF. MRF legal entity is selected. So as we know, MRF is selected here. Then it asks me debit account and credit account. So all are compulsory. The red color fields, everything is compulsory. So you have to give a debit account and credit account. So we have created few accounts, right? When we are creating relationship for the purpose of creating relationship between two legal entities, we have created two accounts already. So for the debit account, I'll give the intercompany receivables account. So intercompany receivables between MRF and USMF. I'm giving it here in the debit because receivables are always debit, right? So debit account I'm giving as intercompany receivables. Coming to credit account, I am giving intercompany payables between MRF to USMF. You can see here. So debit account is intercompany receivables between MRF to USMF, and credit account is intercompany payables between MRF to USMF. Right? So destination company is USMF. So I have to create relationship between two companies, right? So I select USMF as my destination company. In USMF, what is the account that we have created for intercompany receivables between USMF and MRF? So it is 133,111. So this is the one, right? Intercompany receivables between USMF and MRF. So I'm selecting it here. Coming to credit account, I'm selecting intercompany payables between USMF. So 233,111. Intercompany payables between USMF to MRF. Here. You don't have to give the same names. You can use any accounts actually, but giving proper names to the accounts will ensure that your accounting will be clear normally in the client perspective. But for practice, you can give anything. But I recommend that you create unique accounts properly like how I created so that you can track them easily or understand them better. Okay. So is it clear until here how I gave this company name and the accounts for all of you? Yes
Sir,
or no, guys?
Yeah.
sir, last point, destination of company which
Destination company is which?
we can create in USFM into the MRF, sir.
We can also create MRF to USMF to MRF. We will do that again. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
So this is one-way relationship we are creating, right? We also need to create two-way relationship from USMF to MRF in case funds are transferred from that side. So this is for a situation where original transactions are always recorded in MRF, so that we are giving originating company as MRF. There are also situations where original transactions are recorded in USMF as well. So that is why we will create a reciprocal relationship again. where USMF will be the originating company and MRF will be the destination company. So we will also do that, and that is the next step actually. Okay.
Sir, we can create a 3 steps of internal companies.
Yeah, we can also do that, but you can't give three of them here. You have to separately give intercompany relationship between each company. Okay, MRF to USMF you can give, MRF to ADS you can give, and USMF to ADS you can give. You can't do three at a time. Okay.
Mm, some questions will ask that this way. We cannot do just we can say it like that.
Okay, they don't ask such question definitely. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Okay.
Then we have to give a journal name here. So this journal name belongs to destination company USMF. Actually, I did not show you, but in USMF we already have an intercompany journal. So I'm in general ledger in USMF. I'm going to journal names. So where I already have a lot of journals actually. Let me search for the intercompany journal. So here I have intercompany journal, which I already have intercompany journal created in USMF. So you always have to give the destination company's intercompany journal only here in the bottom, so that whenever you create any transaction here for in the intercompany journal in the in the other company or then the destination company, automatically this journal will be picked for posting such kind of transaction. So I can see the journals that are in the intercompany list or in the destination company list. So there is destination company list. I can see the intercompany journal here, which I select here. So this is how we create a relation between two companies, MRF and USMF. So I will save this. Next, we have to create a same kind of relationship between USMF to MRF, where USMF will be the originating company and MRF will be the destination company. That I will do again now. So I'm clicking on new once again. This time selecting the originating company as USMF. Okay, and the debit account in USMF, what is the debit account? 133,111, right? Intercompany receivables between USMF to MRF. I'm selecting the same. Credit account is 233,111, which is intercompany payables between MRF to USMF to MRF. I'm selecting the same. Okay, receivables under debit and intercompany payables under credit. So what is the destination company here? Anyone?
MRF.
Okay.
MRF.
MRF is the destination company, right? What is the debit account?
Intercompany receivables.
Intercompany receivables between USMF, MRF to USMF. Here I have this 1 lakh 7. Right. So I don't want the number, I want the name. What is the credit account?
Intercompany payables account.
Intercompany payables between MRF to USMF. So I select the same. All right. Then the journal name. So this journal name, as I told, belongs to the destination company. So in MRF, we have created a journal, right? Recently, we created a journal. So we have to search for, this is the list of journals we have in our legal entity, I mean MRF legal entity. So that is the destination, right? So in here, we will select the journal from destination company as intercompany journal, right? So two-way relation is created now. Understood, guys? Anything difficult in this configuration? I'll again explain you where I create relations between MRF to ADS now. So do let me know if you have any doubts so that we can clear your doubts in the second explanation. Santosh, clear?
Yes, bro, it's clear.
Okay. Saideep, Naveen, good, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll create a relation of between MRF to ADS. So someone guide me. So the two names I called actually Santosh, guide me how we can create a intercompany relation now between MRF to ADS.
Hello.
Yeah, can hear you.
Yes, bro.
First of all, we have to create a main account for that.
Oh, we have main accounts already. Okay, in ADS we will use some accounts. Don't worry. We are not going to create accounts in ADS. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now tell the step-by-step process how we can do it from here.
Like from here, okay, we have to press new.
Click on new. Okay.
Now we have to select the originating
Originating
company.
company. Okay,
Like
originating companies.
from ADS to like MRF to ADS, right?
Okay, anything you can do because we are anyway going to create the other relation also, right? So I'll do
Yeah.
it from MRF.
MRF.
Okay.
Okay.
Originating company I'm selecting as MRF. So the debit account in MRF, we'll
Like
search for it. We have created this account.
intercompany. Yes.
Receivables MRF to ADS. Right. Credit
Hmm.
account,
M intercompany payables.
intercompany payables from MRF to
MRF to
US.
ADS.
US
US
ADS, sorry.
ADS.
ADS. Right. Then what is the destination
Yes.
company?
ADS.
Destination company is ADS. So I have this Amazon Delivery Services as another legal entity. So I selected that ADS.
Okay.
Then debit account and credit account in this, I'll go and search for.
Payable.
I have intercompany receivables account here, which is 110 number for ADS chart of accounts. So I selected that intercompany receivables account. Credit account, I'll select intercompany payables account. It will be
Pay.
somewhere two series. Intercompany payables is here 2 lakh 10. Okay. I've selected two accounts from ADS chart of accounts as well. Okay, ensure that you have that two accounts in ADS. I know that I have two accounts there. So I created it. I mean, I don't have unique names in that, like this company to this company. I roughly have intercompany receivables and payables. So I selected those two accounts. Okay. Now I have to select the journal name. So from which company this journal name will be taken?
Destination company.
From the destination company.
This
Okay. So here I have few
intercompany.
journals. So I can select intercompany journal. So save. So what to do next? Once this is done,
We have to create like reciprocal for this.
okay, we have to create a reciprocal for this. For that, we have to again
New.
click on new,
New.
select this ADS company as
ADS.
originating company and
Originating.
MRF as
MRF as
destination
destination
company.
company.
So without doing that, we can also do this by clicking on this one, create reciprocal
Oh,
relationship.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Select this combination which we have created and click on create reciprocal relationship. So if I click here on create reciprocal relationship, it will automatically create this ADS to MRF. So originating is ADS, destination is MRF. The same accounts will be picked. Actually, the accounts which are belonging to the same companies will be picked automatically. In ADS, 1 lakh 10 is the intercompany receivables account, right? So 2 lakh 10 is the intercompany payables account. It is picked. Same here. Intercompany pay receivables between MRF to ADS, intercompany payables between MRF to ADS is picked. Okay. Only one thing that will not be picked correctly is journal name. So this journal name will be picked from ADS. So if I save this, it will not allow because this journal name is not belonging to destination company. It will exactly copy whatever we have in this combination actually. So that is why we have to change this journal name. If I drop down, I can see our journal name intercompany J. So inter COM is the journal name in ADS company. But I mean, system will automatically take it, but it won't read it because it does not have anything matching to this, right? So we have to find our company, I mean, the destination company's journal. So I can find destination company journal, intercompany journal. So it is correctly picked now. So I can save it. Okay, now the relationship is created. So here, when I go to ADS, I can MRF to ADS is this, MRF is originating, ADS is destination. When it goes to ADS to MRF, ADS is originating and MRF is destination, and you can clearly see here whatever comes first is originating, whatever shows next is destination, right? Names you can see here. So this is how we can create intercompany relationship between two companies. All clear? Everyone? Any
Yes.
confusion in this? Sairam Shankar.
No.
Okay, Sushila. Bala isn't here.
No, no.
Okay. Then Sridhar, Shivkumar, Sai.
No, sir.
Okay, perfect. Then actually we also have another menu here called centralized payments. So we are not using the centralized payments actually because this is related to accounts payable and accounts receivable intercompany transactions. However, we can see what is there in here under centralized payments. So under centralized customer payments, we can see where cash discount is posted. So in case of centralized customer payments, cash discount is posted into the legal entity where invoice is posted. Okay. You can also create an intercompany invoice. In that case, the cash discount belongs to the legal entity where intercompany is, invoice is created. Okay. In the same way, exchange rate gain or loss will also be posted to the company where the invoice is created. Interest is also posted to the company where the invoice is created, and fines, if there are any fines, so that fees or fines also will be posted to the legal entity where invoice is created. Or you can also select the legal entity through which the payment is done. So both things are, both of them will work if you select, if I'm paying any intercompany invoice of one another legal entity, suppose if I'm paying an invoice of ADS through MRF money, so cash discount can be availed by either ADS or MRF, any of them. So it all depends here. If I select this one under cash discount, if I select invoice company, since invoice belongs to ADS company, cash discount will be recorded in ADS. If I select legal entity of payment, since I'm paying through MRF, cash discount will be recorded in MRF legal entity. So in that way, but centralized payments is entirely a different topic. So under centralized payment, what we can do is we can settle the invoices open in one legal entity by paying them through a vendor payment journal or customer payment journal of another legal entity. So if we get some time after configuring AP and AR modules, we will see this topic of centralized payments. Okay, centralized customer payments and centralized vendor payments. For now, leave this and just concentrate on this part, how we can configure relationship between two legal entities and how we can create a reciprocal relationship as well. Okay, so this part until here, what we have done, the relationship and the reciprocal relationship between MRF to USMF and MRF to ADS, is it clear for everyone, so that we can move further to post some transactions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
perfect. Then let us try to post our same example. We'll pay the rent expenses of USMF legal entity through MRF. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to, so I'll just keep this open so that I can explain you further. Maybe I can explain you the example. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to general ledger, general journals. It takes a while to load. So I'm creating a new journal here. Create a new journal. So journal name.
Intercompany journal.
Exactly. We have created a journal for the purpose, intercompany journal. You can see here in the list. So I'm selecting intercompany journal. Just give a name, intercompany between MRF to USMF. Just a description I'm adding. So it's not required, but you can add. Okay. Then I'm going to lines. If I go to lines, I can see the voucher number 1, intercompany journal 000001. So here I can see company for MRF. So if I post this entry, rent expense debit to USMF and cash account credit to MRF. So I can do the same. So company is MRF. I am selecting the main account company. So I'm selecting the main account from MRF itself. I'm selecting cash account, which will be credited. Okay. So I'll just select the cash account from MRF legal entity, which will be credited. So I'm giving a credit of some $1,000 US. Okay. So company name MRF only in account. So the account is cash account of MRF company, and I am crediting the cash account. So we have to debit the rent expense account which belongs to USMF company. So that is why I'm going to offset account. Here in offset account, I am changing the company from MRF to USMF. So see, until now we never changed these companies. We have posted transactions within the single legal entity only, but now we are posting intercompany. So when posting intercompany, this is the key point which is important. Changing the company name here in the offset or here in the company in this place, anywhere you can change it. Okay, I am just leaving it here as MRF only because I'm using my cash account here and I'm crediting my cash account. So we have to debit the rent expenses account of USMF company. So that is why I'm changing this offset company to USMF rather than MRF. I change it to USMF. Now, if I drop down here, I can see the accounts of USMF. I don't see the accounts of MRF legal entity. Once I select offset company as USMF here, from the chart of accounts that is used in USMF, the main accounts will show up automatically. See, these accounts will show up. Here, I'll select the rent expense account. So I'll just type it in the, so I can see rent expense account 605150 something 6 series they give. And I can just leave the other part. Okay. So this is how we can create an intercompany transaction. So one company in the main account, other company in the offset account I selected. So you can also select USMF here and MRF here. So rent expenses will be debited here and cash account will be created here. Anything you can do. But I mean, this is another way. That's all. So this entry is clear for everyone. I'm just saving it.
Sir, once again.
Once again, okay. So our agenda is to pay the rent expenses of USMF legal entity with the cash account of MRF legal entity. Okay. So I am in MRF, right? So my originating company is MRF.
MRF.
Then in MRF, I created a journal. I gave the intercompany journal name so that it took the voucher intercompany journal 001. Then while I'm creating the voucher, it by default take the company as MRF. So I'm letting it to be MRF only. I'm selecting the cash account of MRF, which we have to credit usually. So I'm selecting the same cash account of MRF legal entity. So this is the chart of accounts of MRF. Selecting the MRF cash account and I credited $1,000 for cash account. Later coming to offset account, I changed the offset company to USMF since it's an intercompany transaction and we have to pay the rent expenses of USMF company. So that's why I selected USMF and I selected the offset account as rent expenses. This rent expenses account is belonging to USMF legal entity. Since I have selected USMF in the offset company, I can see the main accounts that are listed in the US company. I don't see the MRF legal entity main accounts. I see the main accounts from USMF company. So the rent expense account in USMF is numbered with this 6 lakhs. I mean 6 series 605150. The same account I selected. Now I saved it and this voucher is balanced as you can see here. Now I can post the same once after validating. So I'll validate it. Click on validate. It is validated and it says that there are no errors. You can see here. Journal is okay. Then the next option we have is to post it. So I post it.
Yeah, I have a doubt.
Yes, Sai, చెప్పు.
ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ పోస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ యూఎస్ఎంఎఫ్ లీగల్ ఎంట్రీలో కూడా పోస్ట్ అవుతుందా?
దట్స్ అవర్ నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్.
ఓకే.
ఖచ్చితంగా పోస్ట్ అవ్వాలి కదా మరి. పోస్ట్ అవ్వకపోతే మనం ఆ కంపెనీ అకౌంట్కి ఎక్స్పెన్స్ పే చేసామని చెప్పేసి ఆ కంపెనీకి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది, లేకపోతే ఆ కంపెనీ బుక్స్లో ఎలా రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది? Okay, so until now, posting it until here is one part, and understanding how it is being posted is one part. If you understand now what I will going to explain how it is posted, then you will understand why we have configured all that intercompany relationship, why we gave that accounts and journal name and all. Okay, so is it clear until here how to create an intercompany journal and post it for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Santosh,
Yes.
Saideep, Sushila.
Yes, bro.
Okay,
Yes, JK.
perfect then. So then let us see.
I mean, the accounts receivable, I mean, intercompany accounts
Sushila,
receivable.
can you please lower your voice little?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Tell me.
intercompany accounts receivable and intercompany payable accounts we have created, right? Main accounts.
Yes.
So where it takes place here in impact.
That's what I'm going to explain. Okay. Sai asked the same actually. I mean, kind of the same question. I'm going to explain the same. So now, since this journal is posted, so what you expect is the entry that will be posted in MRF legal entity. Anyone? So our cash account is created. That is for sure. Then which account will be debited in MRF legal entity?
Obviously, intercompany accounts receivable account.
Intercompany receivables account. So
Yes.
I'm going for voucher here to check the voucher if it is posted correctly or not. Okay. I just click here on voucher. So I can see cash account is credited and intercompany receivables between MRF to USMF account is debited. So this is the accounting of MRF legal entity. So from where this account is taken? So here in intercompany accounting, we gave relationship between MRF to USMF. MRF is the originating company, right? In our transaction also, MRF is the originating company. So here the debit account what we gave is this one for originating company, intercompany receivables between MRF to USMF 1,07,000. So go here, check here, 1,07,000 is the account it is taking. So whatever might be the credit account, for debit purpose, it will take the whatever account that you gave here as a debit account. So the same account it is taking here for balancing the voucher. Now it indicates that you have paid cash to USMF. You can see by name, you can see cash to USMF, and you have recorded it as an intercompany receivable between MRF to USMF, which means it is a asset for you, or it is a receivable. Receivable means someday USMF will repay you, or USMF will become your debitor or debtor, what we call. So they will repay it back to you maybe in the future date. So you will record it as a receivable. So a cash account is also asset account only. So asset only will decrease and asset only will increase anyway in this voucher. So this is the entry in MRF legal entity. Now what will be the entry in USMF legal entity? Sairam.
USMF expense account debit.
Rent
To
expense account is debited. Perfect.
rent
Yes.
expense account is debit to intercompany receivables, which is USMF intercompany payables.
Okay, intercompany payables which we configured in USMF
USMF.
legal entity. So
Yes.
you mean to say like this account
Yes.
233,111
Yes.
intercompany payables between USMF to MRF, right?
Yes. Yes.
So Sai is having this opinion. Does anybody have any other opinion about the voucher in the other legal entity, USMF legal entity? Saideep.
Same.
Same. Okay. Anyone have a different opinion other than this? Say no if you don't have one. All right. So let us check the voucher that is posted in USMF legal entity. For that, You don't have to go to USMF and track it. Okay, normally you can check it here. So when I opened this voucher, right? So I posted this journal, and I clicked on voucher. So it opens the voucher which is posted in MRF legal entity, and everybody is clear about this one. Now here I can see some 3 dots option, and I can see related vouchers. One option here, related vouchers. Okay. If I click on related vouchers, I can see the voucher that is posted in USMF. You can see company name USMF, voucher number you see intercompany journal 11. So that is the number sequence they gave for their journal. So it took the voucher from there. Okay. And it is posted on this date and amount is 1000 only. So now you can see the voucher here by select this voucher, click on voucher here on the top. Click on voucher. It will directly open the USMF voucher. Company name also will get changed here as USMF. Don't worry, if we go back again, it will get changed to MRF. Okay. So this is the voucher that is posted in USMF. So voucher number 11 or some unique number. And you can see rent expense account, which we have selected, is debited as expected. And for credit, it took the intercompany payable between USMF to MRF 1000. So from here, since that is a destination company, right? So in destination company, what is the credit account? Here is the intercompany payable between USMF to MRF. Same account 233,311 is taken here as the credit account. So this is how we can track the intercompany transactions through the same voucher. So I'm going back. So if I go back again, it will take me to the same MRF legal entity. So it is saying I'm changing the accounts to MRF. Okay. The same voucher in MRF. I can again click back. I can go back to the journal that we posted. So you can click on voucher. It will show the originating company's entry. And if you click here and click on related vouchers, it will show you the destination company's voucher. You can see the voucher here. Perfect. So clear this, everyone. So the entry will be, as I told you here, rent expenses will be debited and intercompany payables will be credited in USMF. The same way the entry is posted. Coming to MRF legal entity, cash account of MRF is created and intercompany receivables account from MRF is debited. Okay. If you don't create this kind of intercompany relationship between legal entities, then system will not know which account has to be picked for credit and debit. In the situation you have seen, right? For MRF, we need to have a debit account. For USMF, we need to have a credit account. But system don't know which account has to be picked. So it will not allow you to post the transaction because you don't have created any intercompany relationship between those two legal entities. But if you properly create intercompany relation and give accurate accounts here, system will automatically take and account the same accounts or keep the balances in the same accounts or post the balance in the same accounts. So, okay, that is why creating intercompany relationship is very important. So in this example, what we have done, at least this one originating as MRF and destination as USMF will work. You don't have to create reciprocal also. If you have this one, this will be enough. But I also created reciprocal relationship in the other case, if they want to transfer it from USMF to MRF, once again they have to come back and create relationship. Initially only if we create means then there won't be any problem, right? So that is why we have created two rules. Original as well as the reciprocal rule, both of them.
That's another doubt I had.
Sai. So
Doubt ఇందాక ఒకటి అది ఉంది, అది క్లియర్ అయింది.
Perfect then. So if you want to use originating company as USMF, then you should have this rule USMF to MRF configured. Okay. And if you want to post the same kind of journal in USMF, then you have to have this rule configured. So that is the key thing. If you don't give this, you can't post a transaction from USMF to MRF. So again, it will throw error message saying that there is no relation between USMF to MRF. So MRF to USMF is there, but same way you have to create USMF to MRF as well. So if it is clear, then I'll show you an advanced entry where we can use more than two legal entities. Okay, I'll use 3 legal entities this time to create a journal. So I'm going back here, click on new, selecting intercompany journal once again in my MRF legal entity only. Okay, this is my originating. So what I'm doing is I'm going for lines. Here I will pay expenses of 2 different legal entities. Suppose previously I paid rent expense of USMF, right? In the same way, I'll pay other expenses of USMF. So I'll go here only. I'm changing the company. I'm changing the company to USMF. Okay. Here itself. So I'll get USMF company accounts here. I'll select one of the expense account of USMF. So let me see what expense I have. So I'll see this hotel expenses. Okay. I selected this account hotel expenses here. So I'm paying hotel expenses of USMF through MRF cash account. So expense account is always debited, right? So I'm selecting 1500 US dollars. Okay. And I'm not selecting offset account. Offset company is there, but I mean, I'm not selecting offset account. I'm posting a kind of compound entry. Okay. I'm clicking on new once again. And I'm selecting this time as another legal entity, ADS this time, Amazon Delivery Services. So here I'll see the accounts of Amazon now. So in Amazon, I can see one of the expense account. I will select advertisement expenses of Amazon. So I am also paying advertisement expense of Amazon, which is of $3,000. Okay. So I'll pay it through my cash account. So can somebody tell me how I can complete this entry? I want to pay the 2 expenses of 2 different legal entities through my cash account of MRF. So how can I complete this entry now?
You can create new. I mean, you can uh, create new. I mean, click on new, and
Okay.
then give the offset account, offset company as MRF,
Okay. Offset company as MRF and
and then offset account will be a cash account.
so offset account is a cash account.
Yes.
Okay. Then
The amount will be credit amount will be 4,500.
4,500. Okay. Then I am saving this. But I see here debit is showing as 9,000, credit is showing as 4,500, balance is showing as 4,500, which
It's
means
already
it is wrong.
2 lines లో ఆల్రెడీ ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ ఎంఆర్ఎఫ్ అని సెలెక్ట్ అయి ఉంది ఆఫ్సెట్ కంపెనీ
2 lines లో ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ MRF అని సెలెక్ట్ అయి ఉంది. బట్ మనం ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ ఏది సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోలేదు. సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోకపోతే ఏది వ్యాలిడ్ అవ్వదు. నార్మల్ గా కాంపౌండ్ ఎంట్రీ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం మనం? కాంపౌండ్ ఎంట్రీ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు మనం ఎప్పుడైనా ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ ఇచ్చామా?
విత్ ఇన్ ద కంపెనీ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం కదా. ఐ మీన్ విత్ ఇన్ ద కంపెనీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ పోస్ట్ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి అక్కడ ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ ఇవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం ఉండదు.
జనరల్ గా మనం ఆఫ్సెట్ కాంపౌండ్ ఎంట్రీ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు అస్యూమ్ దట్ ఇస్ ఏ నార్మల్ కాంపౌండ్ ఎంట్రీ విత్ ఇన్ MRF ఓన్లీ. ఓకే. అప్పుడు ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం? MRF ది రెంట్ అకౌంట్, ఐ మీన్ MRF ది హోటల్ ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్, MRF ది గిఫ్ట్ అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ ఎక్స్పెన్స్ ఇచ్చాం అనుకుందాం. సో దెన్ క్రెడిట్ విల్ బి క్రెడిట్ అకౌంట్ ఎక్కడ ఇస్తాం? ఆఫ్సెట్ ప్లేస్ లో ఇవ్వం కదా, ఇక్కడే ఇస్తాం కదా. లాస్ట్ మనం ఎలా ఇవ్వకుండా ఆఫ్సెట్ ప్లేస్ ఎక్కడ ఇవ్వం కదా, డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇక్కడే ఇస్తాం మనం అకౌంట్ ని. సో ఇక్కడే నేను క్యాష్ అకౌంట్ ఇస్తున్నాను. కాంపౌండ్ ఎంట్రీ పోస్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనం ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ వాడం కదా. వి డోంట్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ వెన్ వి ఆర్ పోస్టింగ్ కాంపౌండ్ ఎంట్రీ, రైట్? సో ఇప్పుడు నేను ఈ జర్నల్ సేవ్ చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు చూపిస్తుంది బ్యాలెన్స్ వచ్చారు 4,500, 4,500 కరెక్ట్ గా బ్యాలెన్స్ అయింది. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్స్ ఎప్పుడు ఇన్వాలిడ్. కాంపౌండ్ ఎంట్రీ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చినవే మెయిన్ అనమాట. ఆఫ్సెట్ అకౌంట్ మనం ఏమి ఇవ్వకపోతే సిస్టమ్ కూడా ఏం రీడ్ చేయదు, బ్యాలెన్సెస్ ని ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చిన అకౌంట్స్కే పోస్ట్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు ADS లీగల్ ఎంట్రీలో ఉన్న అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ కి 3,000 పే చేస్తున్నాం. ఫర్ USMF ఫర్ hotel expenses we are paying 1,500 through the cash account of MRF legal entity. So here I am selecting the legal entity as MRF. Okay, you can see here MRF. So through MRF I'm paying 4,500. So I'm sorry, this is lost again. I'll give the cash account once again. Okay, I'm giving cash account. So cash account 4,500 is credited here. As you can see, this consolidated amount I gave it in here. So clear this entry, everyone. Sushila, Sairam.
Yes.
Yeah, understood.
Perfect. So if this is clear, then we can post the entry. And so this is for I'm paying the expense or I'm transferring funds between multiple legal entities now at a time. Okay, now I'm posting this. Then, so my question is now to any one of you, what will be the entry in MRF legal entity? If I click on voucher, what will be the voucher in MRF legal entity?
Intercompany receivable
Intercom-
accounts of both ADS and USMF to cash account.
Okay, so Sushila said that cash account will be credited for 4,500. Intercompany receivable account from USMF to MRF to USMF will be debited for 1,500. Intercompany receivable account of MRF to ADS will be debited with 3,000. So anybody else have any other opinion? Sairam, any
No,
other
no.
opinion? So what Sushila said is right.
Yes.
That okay. Anybody else have anything else? Any other opinion? Shamal Rao, Saideep, Shiva.
No.
No, okay. So then we'll go and see the voucher, what it is posted in MRF. Okay. So I click on voucher. I can see the voucher here. Cash account is created for 4,500. Intercompany receivables between MRF to ADS is debited for 3,000. Intercompany receivables from MRF to USMF is debited for 1,500. So separate accounting is done. 1,07,000 and 1,08,000. Two accounts are selected separately. So these are selected from here. From this intercompany setup, we have done intercompany accounting. So MRF to USMF is here, right? So this account is selected for the USMF balance, and this account 1,08,000 is selected for the ADS balance. Now, what will be the entry in USMF legal entity? Anybody?
In
Intercompany
USMF,
payables.
I mean, okay, carry on.
Sairam? Yes.
Expense account debit to intercompany payables account, which is USMF and MRF.
Okay, in USMF, it is hotel expenses debit to intercompany payables account between USMF to
Payables.
MRF. So
Yes.
that is Sairam's assumption. And does anybody have any other opinion? Okay, if not, then I'll go for the other company. ADS, what will be the voucher in ADS other than Sairam and Sushila? Anybody? What will be the voucher that in ADS legal entity? So we used advertisement expenses, I think. So tell me guys, what will be the entry in ADS legal entity? Advertisement expenses we have debited. So that's for sure. You can see it here in this. Advertisement expense account is debited in ADS here. So what will be the account that will be credited in ADS legal entity?
Intercompany payables.
Intercompany payables account will be credited. So we can check it here. So in MRF to ADS, what is the account that we have here? 2,10,000. What is the 2,10,000 account name? Intercompany payables. So this 2,10,000 will be credited. We'll go and check both the vouchers now. So I'm clicking on voucher here, which will show the MRF voucher. Now how to check the intercompany vouchers?
Click on the
Three dots.
Three dots. Actually, this three dots, if I minimize this, I can see all of them here. Okay, since the size is big, I can see it in three dots here, which means more options. Okay, so I can click on related vouchers. So click on related vouchers. I can see the two vouchers, one in USMF, other one in ADS. So you can see 1500 as well as 3000. So if you open USMF, you can click on voucher and you can see the voucher in USMF. Voucher number 12, intercompany general 12. Hotel expenses is debited and intercompany payable expense is credited. Perfect. When I go back, I can click on ADS voucher now and I can go for voucher to check the voucher posted in ADS. So it is taking intercompany 006, which is the voucher number of that particular journal of ADS. So I can see advertisement expense is debited and intercompany payables account is credited. Perfect. Sometimes, suppose this intercompany what we are using is a foreign company, and here in USMF and ADS both it is US dollar only. Suppose if I have used DEMF or any other company, there the accounting currency is euro, then the amount will show up in euro. Don't get wondered that we have posted 1500, why it is showing as something less than that or more than that, because it will show that amount in that company's accounting currency. Suppose in ADS, if I have used euro as the accounting currency, it will not show 3000 US dollars. It will show the euro balance. Okay, it will automatically convert and show the euro balance. In vouchers also, it will post the same, that company's accounting only, right? So transaction currency, anyway, it will post whatever the transaction, I mean, amount that we have posted, like 3000 US dollars. Coming to accounting, it will take the same accounting currency, what that company is having. Okay, you can try that example. Okay, try the other company as DMF. DMF is something we have in the list actually. That's a Germany company where euro is the accounting currency for that. You can try that as a. I can use that company for intercompany and you can try practice some examples. Okay, so now this is clear, right? Intercompany accounting as well as vouchers part, how vouchers are posted, how accounts are
Yes.
being taken, and how we can track the intercompany transactions. All clear for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's very good that you understood. It's a little complex topic, but if you have understood, then it's very nice. So I want you to practice this as many times as you can, so that you will get good hands-on on it, and you will also not forget the logics. If you miss at least one point, you will definitely get an error, or you can't successfully post a transaction. So make sure that you will do all the setups properly, create kind of accounts where you can easily identify them, create unique accounts, create journals, as well as create relationships properly, and then post the transactions and track them. Okay, so if you understand this, then you can easily explain in interview, how to configure an intercompany relationship between two legal entities and how we can track the transactions. So they don't ask this tracking and all. I explained to you only for your knowledge sake. Not many of them will know. I actually don't know about how to create or how to track the intercompany transactions. So you have learned it today. So be grateful and practice well. Okay. So any doubts in this part, intercompany? Anyone? If not, I can stop the recording. We already crossed 1 hour.